Hello everybody and welcome to your video notes on Learning Target 1.3, which is all about conversions. The full learning target, the goal is to get to a point where you can convert a rate in English units and metric units and vice versa with correct units. But for now, we just need to talk about, well, how to do conversions. So this video is all about the dimensional analysis method or the DA method. All right. So first question is, what is dimensional analysis? Well, it's the DA method. The way you do it is you're going to use a conversion factor to convert from one thing to another thing using fractions. So if we wanted to use an example, we know that 1 foot equals 12 inches. That's an easy one. We can write this as a fraction, and it can either be as 1 foot over 12 inches, or you could flip it and say 12 inches are in 1 foot. Both those things mean pretty much the same thing. But the way that we use it for the DA method, I'm going to switch colors here. Let's say I had, let's say 9 inches, okay? If I want to convert that to feet, so I want to go 9 inches to feet, the way we would do that is we would use one of these two conversion factors to convert from inches to feet, okay? One important thing is to know that we can always put this over the number 1, and it doesn't change anything. That'll be important here in a second. So you always start with your given. And then you put that over 1. And then you always are going to multiply by a fraction. The way we decide what that fraction is based off of what the units are. I've got inches here, so I want to put inches on the bottom here. And then I'm going to try to get to feet, so I'm going to put feet up here. You always put the units that you want to cross out such that it will cancel out. In this case, I have it on the top and the bottom. So we know that when we multiply our fractions, we multiply straight across the top and bottom. In the end, I'm going to end up with inches over inches, so I'll be able to cross this out when I show my work. Then we come back over here and we look at, well, which one has feet over inches? It's this one right here. This is the ratio I want to use. So I'm going to put my 1 foot there and my 12 inches there. Okay? And then all that I have to do is, I'm going to change color so you can see. You multiply straight across the top and the bottom, and then you divide. So I end up doing 9 times 1, which is 9. 1 times 12, which is 12. So I end up doing 9 divided by 12 to get my answer. I can also cross out inches because it's on the top and the bottom, and I'm left with feet. So now, to get my answer, I would just type in 9 divided by 12, and I get 0.75, but we have to put units on this because we don't want to have a naked number, so I end up with feet here because that's what I have there. So my answer in this case would be 0.75 feet. All right, let's see that as an example for stuff that we did in class. So we're looking to convert this cost here from dollars, US dollars, to pesos. Okay. In this problem, I said it's $16.50 or 650 peso for every 1 US dollar. These days, it's closer to 20. Actually, I think in my other video, I said 18. So I'm going to be consistent and say 18 peso equals 1 US dollar. Okay. So let's not use this one. That was from a trip that I did many years ago. Times have changed. All right, so dimensional analysis. We take our given. So I've got my 28.50 USD. I'm going to put that over 1. And then I'm going to multiply by a ratio. It's either going to be 18 peso over 1 USD or 1 USD over 18 peso. Okay. I want to get rid of US dollars, so in order to do that, they have to be on the top and the bottom. So US dollars have to go on the bottom, I would put peso on the top. Looks like this one is our money. So we got 18 and 1. And then we multiply straight across the top and the bottom. So I end up with 28.5 times 18, which is 513, and 1 times 1 is 1. I could put that over 1, but I don't need to. I've got US dollars on the top and the bottom, and I'm left with pesos, so I know that I did my answer correctly. There you go. So what I'd like you to do now is you can pause the video, try to do this next problem on your own, and then I'm going to show you the answer here. So go ahead and pause, do the problem on your own, and we'll compare our answers here in a moment. All right, so I got $3.50 in US dollars as my answer. The way I got that was I started with my 56.75 peso. I put that over 1 as a reminder, and then I multiplied by the ratio 1 over 18 because I want to be able to cross out pesos, which I can, and I want to be left with US dollars. And so then I multiplied 56.75 times 1 and 1 times 18, and that ended up with 56.75 divided by 18, and that's how I got my answer over there. All right, that's all I got. Thanks for listening.